Hello and good morning, everyone. It's Donna Gray here, your Stamping Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, coming to you live on Thursday, the 16th of January. I am early, and the reason that I'm early, for one thing, I had to start my video earlier because I have a class on this morning, and I promised that I would bring you a video this morning. So my plan was to start at 8 a.m. I'm 8 minutes early, so I apologize. Hopefully you will get the notification that I've gone live and be able to jump on and join me. So when you get the notification, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And I've got a super fun card for you this morning. Now, I know a lot of people always ask me, can you create some male themed cards? And so I struggle with male themed cards, and I think most people probably do, unless you've got a lot of male orientated people in your family. I find people that have family of lots of boys in their family, they don't seem to struggle, but I always struggle making male themed cards. So I decided this morning, my father's birthday is coming up, so I decided that I was going to make him a card this morning. So good morning, Maureen. Maureen's jumped on. She's early. She's jumped on. So I do apologize for going early, but it's one of those things. I needed to jump on and get this video done so I could bring you your free crafty session for the morning. And then I'm going to hang out with some crafty people. I'm so excited. I love my in-person classes. So in case you didn't know, I do a monthly in-person class. It's on the third Thursday of every month, and it is my Creative Card Club class. Now, Creative Card Club is all about helping you with your creativity, and you get to make 8 cards. You get 4 designs and you make 2 of each. Now, Creative Card Club you can get as a kit by mail, or you can actually come here in person. So this morning is my in-person class, and I've also got a scrapbooking customer coming as well this morning that will be scrapbooking while the other ladies are card making. So I'm super excited. I love hanging out with my people in person. Now, if you don't live in the Scenic Rim area or Brisbane or the Gold Coast, that you can't make it to a monthly class in person, you may want to think about getting the Creative Card Club as a kit by mail. So it costs $60 to get a kit by mail, and you get a quarter pack of designer series paper, you get a whole pack of embellishments, you get a length of ribbon to be able to create with your cards and use on your cards, and you get the designs of 4 designs that I create specifically for you, and you get a PDF tutorial. You also get the cardstock to be able to make 2 of each. I know I'm using the plaid DSP this morning, Maureen. Maureen's already on the ball. And that's what I've got. I've got a beautiful plaid design that I thought, and I'm going to create a gorgeous card for my dad for his 82nd birthday on Saturday. And believe it or not, he's such a busy man. He's not having a birthday celebration for his birthday because he's too busy singing country music at the Kyogle Pumpkin Fest. So I will be going to the Pumpkin Festival to actually watch my dad sing and hang out with him on his birthday, and then I'll be coming home. So he's not actually having a birthday get together for his birthday, but that's okay. That's fine. I mean, his singing these days seems to really take precedence over everything else. So I am going to create a gorgeous card using that plaid DSP. It's called Timeless Plaid from the Storybook Moments suite of products. So anyway, so if you wanted to get in for the February Creative Card Kit, it is a rolling subscription. So if you do it as the kit by mail, it costs you $60, and you get, as I said, the quarter pack of designer series paper, full pack of embellishments, length of ribbon, cardstock to make 8 cards, and I print the PDF tutorial for you and pop it in your kit by mail for you. So you don't have to worry about trying to download or get on a computer to see your instructions. They're printed, colored printed instructions with photos of my projects and the cutting guides and the description of how actually to assemble the card. So that happens every month. So you can subscribe, you can cancel at any time. You can scan that QR code there on the screen, or you can use the link that is in the Show More box down below. While we're talking about helping you with your creativity, you may want to think about my basic foundations of card making. Now, Rose Ward and myself, so Rose Ward is Stampers Delight in the US. Rose Ward and myself have decided to work together again. We used to work together quite a lot, and then lots of things happen in Rose's life, and we stopped working together. But we're now back together again. We've joined forces again, and I'm super excited. It's been awesome. This is month number 2 of our Creative Foundations of Card Making, and already the members are getting great tools and tips and tricks that will help them with their card making moving forward. So what we want to do is we want to teach everybody all the tips and tricks and the basic foundations of card making. If you've missed those basic foundations, you may see that you struggle with trying to cut your card bases and layers, and trying to work out how to design a card, trying to work out how to assemble the card. In our basic foundations of card making, we are covering all of those aspects, all aspects of card making, and you get a kit of product every month. Now, my kits will be going out for this month. They are late, and I had Linda asking me yesterday when they were going out. My kits will be going out tomorrow in the post, and we had to wait to get our orders from when the catalog went live. So, of course, it takes a while to get your orders, then it takes a while for us to get it together and get it in the post. But next month, it will definitely be out sooner. So what the people have learned so far, they've been shown how to actually cut their cardstock and their layers, and the technique that we use in Australian measurements and also in the US measurements. This month, we've also made a set of templates that we'll be using in our card making moving forward. So it's going to be a valuable tool. So they actually have all the cutting guides to be able to create that template that they will use with their card making from now and forever. And it's going to help them. So if you're struggling with sizes and how to cut your layers and what size they are, this template is a fantastic tool for you to be able to use and make your card making easier. And that's what we're here for. We want to make your card making easier. It costs $50 per month. It is not a huge outlay, but you will get a selection of products that you will be crafting with. In our Facebook group, we have so much more content. We are going to have a craft together. We had one in December. We're going to do a craft together that is via a Zoom call. So all of the card basics foundations of card making members get to attend that Zoom call in person, and we will stream it live here on our YouTube channels as well. But you also get so much more content in the Facebook group, and that's only for the paying members. You can cancel at any time. It's a rolling subscription. So if you're brand new to card making, or you've been struggling with your card making, been card making for years, but you struggle all the time, you waste a lot of cardstock and things, please make sure you join our basic foundations of card making. Even if you join for a couple of months, the tips and tricks and the tools that you will get by just being a member for a few months, I can tell you will be valuable when it comes to your card making. You can scan that QR code there on the screen, or you can also click on the link in the show more box down below. So while people are getting the notification that I've gone live, I just want to talk to you about our starter kit special. So we have entered the Sale-A-Bration stage of the Stamping Up year. This is the best time to buy. It's the best time to join. We have 2 awesome joining offers. Now, the first joining offer is you get to choose 2 sets or 2 color families in our Stampin' Right markers. Now, there's so many things that you can do with the Stampin' Right markers, and I was just watching an informational video this morning. You can use them to color directly onto your stamps. You can also use them to color in small images. You can also use them to watercolor. You can also use them to create watercolor backgrounds. There's so many things that you can do with our Stampin' Right markers, because they are water-based. So you can do lots and lots of things, and they will not harm your stamps. You can do a multicolored sentiment. So maybe you might have happy birthday. You can do the word happy in one color, the word birthday in another color, and stamp it all at once. So it saves us having to mask off certain areas of our stamp. We can individually color straight onto our stamp and then stamp onto our cardstock. So they are a valuable product to have in your craft stash. So that is offer number 1. You get to choose 2 color families of Stamp-A-Rite markers. You also get to have this exclusive stamp set, which is just for the starter kit. So that's the only way you can get that stamp set. So that comes along for free in your starter kit as well. But you also get to choose $235 worth of product, whatever you want to choose, $235 worth of product, and you're only going to outlay $169. So that is an awesome deal. It's over $300 worth of product for $169. And if you are a casual crafter and you don't need the Stamp-A-Rite markers, you may already have them. Stamp-A-Rite markers are a great tool too. If you've got no ink pads, it's a great way of getting 20 colors without owning the 20 ink pads. So it's a great way of starting out, like if you're actually starting out to build your craft supplies. But the offer number 2 is great, that if you've been a casual crafter for a while and you've got some supplies, you've got your ink pads and things, but you want to get a 20% discount, then number 2 is a bigger value in your starter kit. You get to choose $286 worth of product, so an extra $51 worth of product, and you still only pay $169. Now, the one thing that I really want to let people know is you actually get every special that the customers get. You get those specials as well as your discount on top. So I'm telling you, it's a win-win situation, okay? And I always say there is never a reason why people shouldn't have a discount. There's 2 ways of buying Stampin' Up. One is pay full price. The other is to join and get a 20% discount straight off the bat. So would you like to pay 20% less, or would you like to pay full price for everything? You know, I sort of sometimes think it's a no-brainer, but I know that some people have their reservations. Now, if you think that you want to discuss lots of things, if you want to call me and discuss things like some of the fears that you may have or some of the reservations that are stopping you from joining Stampin' Up, by all means, give me a call. I would be more than happy to talk with you about the starter kit and see if it is what you are wanting to do. Now, I can tell you 90% or probably 95% of my team purchase the starter kit just to enjoy the discount, and they buy their own product. That's it. They don't sell to people. They don't do anything. They just buy their own product, enjoy the 20% discount. I call them discount shoppers. And you know what? If you want to be a discount shopper, come and join my team. But if you want to run it as a business, definitely come and join my team, because you get free business training every week, teaching you tried and true practices that I have done in my business over the last 8.5 years. And I am now #1 demonstrator in Australia. And I can tell you, the how to build that solid foundation of a business, and you get that for free in my Wildheart Crafters team. So please make sure, think about it. Let me know. The offer is only available January and February 2025. If you're seeing this after that, the offer has been and gone, and you've missed out on an awesome deal. All right, let's get to crafting, because that's what we're here for. And I need to get to my class this morning too. So I can't be too long. I can't waffle on for too long. All right, so I decided I wanted to make a card for my dad's birthday. So I thought I would use this gorgeous linked together bundle. I can tell you it is awesome. And it's a fantastic bundle. It's got stamps, it's got dies, it's also got the mask. So we're going to incorporate a little bit of the mask. We're also going to use the timeless plaid. And this is what Maureen was saying this morning, that the timeless plaid is great for male themed cards. And that was my thought exactly. Yes, the heart-shaped bundle for Sale-A-Bration is out of stock until the 27th, and that's because everyone's been shopping and spending $200 and getting that heart-shaped bundle. So they have said that the week of the 27th, it should be back in stock again. But that's what happens with Sale-A-Bration. So I always say to people, please don't rest on your laurels. If you want to get something, you need to get in and place your orders as soon as possible to earn those free items, because it's while supplies last. Obviously, they're getting more in, which is awesome. But yeah, the heart-shaped bundle is a gorgeous bundle that you can earn for free with a $200 order. All right, so I want to show you a bit of this timeless plaid paper because it's gorgeous. So I chose this one here because I love the boho blue. So there's some gorgeous patterns in these. They've got different patterns on the reverse. So I just wanted to show you some of these. So gorgeous check. You can see here why this is a really good male themed designer series paper. Blue checks on the back. Your beautiful Calypso coral on one side and petal pink and crumb cake. Stronger colors on the back. This one was good too. I was sort of like tossing up, will I do this one? Will I do the blue one? But I thought the blue was nicer. This one here is gorgeous. The blue mixed with your old olive, which is absolutely really stunning. Green on the back, checks on the back. This one was nice too, the Lost Lagoon. You can see they're covering all colors in this plaid. So if you love plaid paper, you're going to love this pack of paper. Now, this is in the Storybook Moments suite, and it is called Timeless Plaid. So it's gorgeous, gorgeous paper. And then I even think this one's quite nice for a female-themed card as well. And then on the back, and then last but not least, this pattern here and that reverse side on the back. So, so it was my first go-to that I thought of when I wanted to do a male-themed card. So if you're someone that's got a lot of males in your family and you want to do male-themed cards, then by all means, I think the Timeless Plaid pack of designer series paper will definitely be a great choice. All right. Now, I've got out some supplies here. So I've gone ahead and cut a card base in my boho blue. So that's cut at 5 3/4 by 8 inches. I will fold that in half. I decided that I pulled out some of the colors that are in, and I apologize for missing fingernails. I've got 2 missing fingernails. I've been so busy and I haven't even got time to fix my fingernails. One popped off yesterday when I was doing some kits and things. So I do apologize. Normally I have all my fingernails on, but yeah. So I decided that I pulled out the colors out of this designer series paper. So we've got the boho blue. We've also got the crumb cake in there. So I thought I'll pop a nice crumb cake layer on there. And I think I'm just going to use a strip of this boho blue because I want to do a little bit of a background here using that link together using the mask because I love the mask. Now let me see. I've cut an insert. This one here is my front layer. This one here is my insert. So I'm going to pop my insert inside, and this is the front layer that's going to go on that crumb cake there. So I'm going to use the mask on that first. That'll be the first thing that we'll do. I've got some scraps here of when I cut my layers, and I'm just trying to work out. I'm doing it on the fly, you know, as I usually do. So I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm going to be doing as far as that's concerned. All right, so I don't want anything that's going to clash too much with the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. So I think what I want to do is just do a little bit of an outline, like a border type of thing that's going to be on this white, and then I'll probably pop a strip of the Timeless Plaid down the side just to add that little bit of plaid paper to it. So that was my thought process. One of the things that you need to remember is when you're doing male-themed cards, you really have to try and keep it pretty simple and pretty basic and not put too much on, like not decorate too much and not put too much on. So I think what I might do number, what have I got here? Number 4. Let me do number 4, and then I might do number 5. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Seal Plus, which I thought I put it in my drawer here this morning. I popped it away, but I've got no idea where I've put it now. I thought I put it in my drawer, but anyway, normally what would happen is I would adhere it down onto my desk with a little bit of Seal Plus, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm actually just going to add this one over here like so. All right, so what I want to do is I just want to grab a blending brush, and I'm going to use my boho blue, and I'm just going to blend a little bit around the outside of this. So I'm going to probably put a strip down here, but I just want to blend a little bit around the outside. So I'm going to grab my boho blue. I'm going to hold that there. Just going to go off to the side, and all I'm going to do is grab just the outside of this layer and add some of this pattern here. Now, I know I'm not using the mask exactly how it's supposed to be used, because we're supposed to be marking that notch and then putting the other one over the top. I just want to do a random pattern here, so I'm not too worried about whether I'm going to line up those notches. I'll probably go pretty close to being able to line them up, but I'm just going to let me see. Let's go about there. No, I'm going to go about there. Okay, I'm going to go about there. All right. Now I'm just going to go in again with my boho blue. I'm going to go over the top, and this is just going to give us some spots just to add a little bit more interest to that pattern. And you can see here that I'm just concentrating on those outside edges. So I'm not actually doing anything major as far as being particular and getting all of it done. I'm just actually going on that outside edge. Okay. And we have that. And honestly, it's all I wanted was just a bit of an outside edge, because I'm actually going to pop some of this plaid paper down here. So it just takes the white stark look off that, but then I'm able to bring in that plaid paper that will give us a nice little border down the side. All right. So as I said, mainly making sure that you keep things fairly simple and easy when it comes to mail themed cards. So I'm just going to adhere that one onto my crumb cake layer. Now, I could add a little tiny bit of interest with this, because we have some awesome dies that go with this set. So, I mean, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me grab a die, because I feel like I could do this die here coming out at a diamond shape in the boho blue. What are your thoughts? Like if I could do a boho blue like that and then pop that down, and then I can pop the sentiment over the top. What are your thoughts on me doing that? So I'll cut one and we'll just put it on there, and we'll see what you think. Whether it's going to give us a good enough effect. I'm just going to pick up that blue that I've got on my desk there, so I don't get that everywhere. So let's bring in the cut and emboss machine, and we will cut out. I could possibly even cut it in half and maybe put a couple of them out that way. So we've got that. We've got our number 1 plate. Then, of course, our number 2 plate, mine's bowed, so I'm going to turn it over the other way and pop it in there. I've got a number 3 cutting pad. I will pop my boho blue down there, and I will cut out that shape. And we'll put another number 3 over the top. Sounds good. Go for it, Elizabeth. Okay. Good morning, Siobhan. We've got Kerry, Maggie, Maureen, Deb, welcome. Elizabeth, Sue. Who else have we got on here? Deb, I think I said, hey, Colleen. Oh, Colleen's going off to get a needle injection. Sorry, Colleen, I was busy chatting when you said that. Carol from Gympie, welcome. Lovely to see you. All right. Well, I hope Colleen gets good news from her ultrasound and injection. Well, I'm assuming it's going to be an injection too. Yeah. All right. Let's do that, and let's do another one. I'm just going to do 2. Just humor me here. I don't know whether I want to use the second one or not. I don't know. I'm just going to do 2 because I don't know. I'm playing around. All right. So we've got that. Oh, no worries, Maureen. All right. What are you going to play with in your live video this morning, Maureen? So that's one of the dies in the Link Together bundle. I'm going to cut just a strip of this gorgeous designer series paper. Good morning, Wendy, Robin, lovely to see you. I'm just going to cut, I think, about a 1 1/4, no, maybe a 1 inch strip. Okay, 1 inch strip that's going to go down the side. I just want a little bit of pattern to go down the side. Changing Leaves, one of my favorite bundles. I love the Changing Leaves. All right, I'm now going to cut that at the 5 3/8, so it's going to match my layer there. Now, one of the things that I always suggest to people when you are doing a male themed card, when it comes to things like ribbons and things like that, I always think it's nice to just use, I might even do this. Do we want to do this? I don't know. I mean, my thought process. Do I want to do that? You know me. I'm doing this on the fly. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to do that? What do you think that's looking like? What do you think? And then maybe do a happy birthday across the front. I want to put 82 on it because he's 82 years of age. So I'm probably going to put the 82 down here, but I don't have my numbers here because it's actually set up and ready to Maureen's saying too much because it's already set up, ready to go for my club. Lovely to see you. Darby, lovely to see you. Just one, says Elizabeth. Just one. 1 or 2. Okay, let's type it into the comments. 1 or 2 diamonds. Do we want 1 diamond or 2 diamonds? You want to see more of the pattern? I'm definitely going to put a diamond on there, Maureen. So I'm not going to not put a diamond on there, but yeah. So Maureen's saying 1, Elizabeth saying 1. Type it into the comments and let me see. All right, I'm actually going to glue that designer series paper down the side. Carol saying 1, Janelle saying 1, Sue saying 1. No, Sue said 2. I'm with you, Sue. I think 2 is pretty good. But anyway, we will wait and see what everyone says. All right, so I'm just going to add that down the side there while we're waiting to see. I think 1's got it. We've got Elizabeth said 1, Maureen said 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1's got it. Sorry, Siobhan. Sorry, Sue. Everyone voted for 1. Now all the 2s are coming in. All the ones voting 2. You're too late. Too late. All right. Now, because I can't find my Seal Plus, I was positive I put it in. Oh, there it is. Right there. It's hiding under my dimensionals. I was going to say, because I can't find my Seal Plus, I have to use something else. But I am going to use Seal Plus. So I'm now going to wrap. What I was talking about before is I always think that if you wrap like linen thread or just a basic twine is better on a male-themed card than using ribbons. It just makes it a lot, I don't know, just a bit more basic and not so girly. So that's one thing that you got to stop and think of, is just to not do things too girly for the males. Oh, lordy. Now, I was going to say, now I don't have scissors. Yes, I do. All right, there we go. All right, so we've got some linen thread going down there. We will pop up our diamond on the front, I think, on dimensionals. Now, the beauty of these linked together dies too is they've got that wonderful stitched effect around the outside of the dies, which is really great. I'm going to bring that up so you can see. Can you see all the little stitch marks? They're absolutely, I think the stitch marks just adds that little bit of, I don't know, upmarket look to your die cuts. I suppose maybe if you, maybe some people don't like the stitch mark, but I do. I think it looks great. All right, so we're just going to add that now there, like so, in the middle. All right, so let's see what we want to do. We might do wishing you a happy day. What do you think? Wishing you a happy day. It doesn't say birthday, but wishing you a happy day. I think that looks good. So let's grab out that. So wishing you. No, that says just a note. That one's wishing you. Now, is that a happy day? A happy day, yes. Okay, so we might do wishing you on maybe one of my scraps of basic white. So let's just pop that down there so we can get that on our block. Okay, so I didn't put that on real straight. Let's get it on a bit straighter. Okay, so wishing you, and this one will pop it on a bigger one, a happy day. All right, so I think I can probably use this one here for a happy day. Get it the right way. I can probably use that one there for the happy day. I will just grab just a, okay, do you think I can do this? Look how thin that strip is, but do you think I can get wishing you on there? Oh, I think I can. Okay, we're going to stamp it in our boho blue. That's still not straight. Let's get it like this. See if I can get it straight on the block. Helps when you mount your stamps straight on your block. Helps you with the stamping a lot better, getting them straight. All right, so let's grab this here. Now, I probably possibly should have a pierce mat under me, but you know what? I'm just going to go for it. So wishing you, do you think, fingers crossed, hold your breath, hold your breath. Do you think I'm going to get it on there? Nope, that was really crooked. So let's go again. Let's go up the other end and let's see if I can do it. I need to get my head right over. I'm scared I'm getting my head in the camera. Okay, wishing you. That one's much better. All right, so let's cut that off. So wishing you. So I like to angle cut it. Wishing you. Now let's do a happy day. Oh. A happy day. So boho blue onto our crumb cake. Wishing you a happy day. You know what? I'm going to fussy cut, people. I know you're going, oh, why are you doing that? But I think it needs a little bit of shape. Look too boring and block being just straight there. So I'm going to fussy cut just so that we get a little bit more shape happening in this sentiment. And it thins down the bit of cardstock a little bit as well. So I think it lends to it not being so full on the front there. Okay. Now when you're fussy cutting, see how I'm moving the cardstock around as I'm going? And that allows you to get nice smooth corners. Now, oh, happy day, a happy day. That looks much better. And I will probably cut 82 in the crumb cake to make that a little bit more obvious there. I can't do it because my dies are out in the craft studio. Do you want me to go and get the dies, or do you think you'll just trust me that I put it on there later on? Type it in the comments. Do you want me to race out to my craft studio and get the dies so I can put the 82 on here, or do you think it's okay for me to just add it later? All right, so you can see there, it's a very basic card. It's not full on. One thing I always say is make sure you keep things quite simple for mail cards. All right, and then going on to a boho blue base is looking lovely. Maggie's saying go. Maureen's saying we trust you. Maureen wants me to stay. Maggie's telling me to go. Anyway, while I'm thinking about it and while you're typing it in there, I'll just pop some dimensionals on the back of this one. So I'm just going to use a tiny little strip because I want to overhang that up the top, off the top of that diamond shape. So I'm going to add some dimensionals right in the middle of that strip. Glenda's saying we trust you. So Maggie, you're the only one that wants me to run out to the craft studio. I will run out there if you want me to run out there. Okay, so we've got wishing you. I'm going to do a happy day. I need a lot of room to put the 82 on there. So I'm going to add some dimensionals on behind there. So when I've got a fussy cut sentiment like that, sometimes your edging strips are the way to go to get the dimensionals the right size, because sometimes you fussy cut it and it's a little bit more narrow to what it needs to be. So I'm just going to use those edging strips just to try and get some dimensionals on there. And probably a mini on that end would do good, but I'll just grab this piece here and see if we can get that to fit. Maggie's put a little run, go later, trust you and take a pic. Okay, all right, okay. You can trust me and take a pic. What time is it? 8:27. I've got half an hour. I've got half an hour. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out and, because we want to see the finished project, don't we? Oh, I need to pull that down further. It's too high. Too high. I want to pull it down further. Okay, wishing you a happy day. Run, Forrest, run. Okay, I'm running. Thanks, Angie. I'm running. I'm back. How's that? Did anyone time me? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And you do know that I had to run through down my hallway, through the kitchen area, through the dining area, out the back door, through my barbecue area, out to my craft studio, and then back. So I ran real fast, Kerry, and got it. Angela told me to run, Forrest, run, so I did. All right. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. We're going to do 82 on here for my dad. So 82 we're going to do in crumb cake, I'm thinking. Let's grab some crumb cake. I don't have any scraps, so I don't think I do. Do I have any over there? No scrap there. We're going to have to cut this. Now, this is another tip. If you are going to use cardstock to cut up just to do two little letters, I would not snip a bit off the side. What card making athleticism, you think? I would actually cut two card front layers and maybe a card base. So that's just a tip when you're cutting, when you need a piece, because I will just use the card base layer now to cut out those two numbers, and I'll cut them out in the middle. And then if I don't use, I won't be using it because I've already got the layer there. I would have normally cut it out of this layer that I've got here. But then if I cut them out of here, I can pop that layer back over to the side, and then I can cut them out. I'm going to cut all layers. I'm going to cut 4 layers out of my cardstock and pop it aside so that the next time I need a crumb cake layer, I'm going to have my layers already cut over to the side, ready to go. And also these strips here. So that was the strip that I used to do my sentiment on. So when I cut my layers, I've got that left over. Save that strip, and then you can actually use it for your stamping your sentiments later on. All right, so we've got that. Let's cut out the 28. Let's get this job done. All right, so I'm just going to add the 28. Oh, 28. He could wish he was 28, couldn't he? 82 is how old he is, but he could wish he was 28, couldn't he? I mean, sometimes I think he thinks he's a 28-year-old, which is a little bit scary when you've got an 82-year-old thinking is a 28-year-old. All right, we're going to run that through. Now, my dad's very good for his age, I can tell you. Everyone says that they can't believe that he's in his 80s. He's such an active man, and he always has been. And I think there's a lot to be said in your life if you're an active person. So now I can pop that aside, because if I'm going to put designer series paper on that, I'm not going to waste that piece of cardstock that I've just cut those numbers out of. All right, we've got that. We will pop those out. And I had dimensional still on my take a pic tool, but I don't know whether Faith's on here this morning, but Faith was telling me she found a dimensional in her fridge, a dimensional backing in her fridge. And I said, that's hilarious. We all say that we find our dimensionals in the weirdest places, but in your fridge. She must have been hungry when she was crafting. All right, so we've got that. Let's glue that on. So I'm just going to do the silicone matte trip. We'll bring out the silicone matte. Where is my sponge? There's my sponge. Now I've got to try and not get this on my hands today because I don't have my office clip on my sponge. So this is a tip when you've got fine, delicate die cuts. You can use our double-sided adhesive, but I like to use my foam sponge. Got one there, and that. I now have glue on the back of them, and I can pop 82 on there. Don't know whether he'll be impressed about having 82 on his card, but I think he's quite proud that he's 82, actually, to tell you the truth. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to, okay, now thought process here. I wouldn't mind just putting just a single little bow on here. And I know a lot of people say, I don't do bows for male themed cards. I don't think whoopsie-daisy. I don't think a bow out of linen thread is too girly for a male themed card. Type it into the comments and tell me, what are your thoughts? Do you think a bow on a male themed card out of linen thread is too girly? Who out there would put a bow on a male themed card out of thread? I'm telling you, he does. I think he does feel like he's 28. Well, I don't know. I mean, he said to me the other day, he said, you know, the only thing about getting old, Donna, is that you wear out. You get tired. Like he said, I just can't do as much as I used to do. I get a bit tired. All right. So I'm just going to pop a little bow like that there. And I don't think that that is too much for a male themed card. And then, of course, when it comes to some gems, I would like to, if I have some here, yeah, I'll just pop a couple of rhinestones around just to add a little bit of bling. Not a lot, but just a little bit of bling. So let's just add one there, one up there, and maybe one over there. Deb says she would think it was fine. My dad loved bows and soft pastels. He was a trailblazer. Well, there you go. Oh, Marilyn, thank you. Marilyn said, remember to do the thumbs up. When she came on here, there were very few done. Give me the thumbs up and share this video because it really helps me get my crafting out to others. Now, because I've popped up the diamond, I've also popped up the sentiments. I'm going to glue this straight down. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification because that notifies you every time I actually go live. And it lets you not miss out on watching some crafting videos. All right. So we've got that on the front. You know what? Now that I've got this here, I'm going to put happy birthday on the inside because I've got birthday celebrations here. Now that I've got the stamp here, I'm going to get them back out. I'm going to put happy birthday. on the inside because I've got the birthday stamp here now. So I may as well. Now, also too, with this, we can pop this down here on our grid and we can put happy birthday there, like so. How do I want to do it? We can do it like that. That's how I want it to be. And then I can just pick it up on my block, but that block's not big enough. Let's see if this block will do it. This block will do it. We'll just pick it up on the block like that. Okay, so then you've got your sentiment there ready to go. And all I've got to do is ink it up with my boho blue. I am going to use my Pierce mat under this to make sure I get a good stamped image. We will ink that up. Happy birthday. And we'll pop that on the inside. Now also with that designer series paper, you could possibly just cut a strip. I'm going to use this tiny, tiny little bit that I had left over. And I'm just going to flag the end of that and make like a little flag that's up the top of designer series paper. This is another thing that I find with male themed cards. Little flags are quite good. So I'm just going to do that. And that's going to bring some of that designer series paper from the front to the inside of the card. And that's just a leftover scrap that I had sitting on my desk. So always be aware that you can definitely use your scraps when it comes to crafting. I don't know whether there's ever any scraps, is there? I mean, do we really have scraps? Because we can use it for lots of different things. And then I'll pop that on the inside. So now I've got Mum's birthday card and I've got Dad's birthday card. So I'm set. I'm good to roll when it comes to their birthdays. Just got to think about what I'm going to buy Dad for his birthday. I mean, what do you buy an 82-year-old? You know, they have just about everything. Now, I'm going to spritz it with glimmer and glitz because it's me. And I don't like a card without a bit of shimmer and shine. So we're just going to add some shimmer and shine over that. And on the inside, just to make it pretty. Not too pretty for a male-themed card, but just to give it that little bit of. And now, as you can see, fairly simple. We've used the linked together masks in the background. We've used the plaid designer series paper, popping up those sentiments and just having that diamond feature, I think, in the middle just really adds that little bit of interest, I think, when it comes to the card. And bringing some of that designer series paper onto the inside of the card. So what are your thoughts? Give me the thumbs up if you like what I did. If you, as I said, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. If you are watching the replay, please make sure you comment, jump on, comment, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from and let me know your thoughts on the card. Is this making you have a different realization when it comes to male themed cards? Because I know we do struggle. So I've given you lots and lots of tips and tricks there of how to make it still look like a male themed card, but still make a beautiful card. So I'm sure that my 82-year-old dad is going to love that card for his birthday. What do you think? Marilyn says she loves the card. Maureen loves it. Deb loves it. Great card, says Glenda. Thank you very much. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for jumping on early this morning, being able to come and join me crafting early this morning so that I can go and get my card class done. Now that I've done it once, you're probably all going to go, well, why can't she do a video? Because she did it today when she had a card class. But I did promise 5 videos. Now, remember, you can earn a free kit of all 5 projects that I'm going to create this week with a $150 order or more through my online store. Now, you must use the host code. You must use the shop link that's in the description of this video. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can find the host code with the shopping link in the description, in the show more box down below. If you're watching on Facebook, it's actually in the description of this video. Make sure you use the host code. And if you do an order of $150 or more, I will send you a free card kit for this card. Where are the other cards that we've made? This was another one we made. This one. I can't think of where else there's a few of them around here somewhere that I've made, but oh, here, this one. But I'm missing one. What am I missing? Oh, my mum's birthday card I'm missing. Okay, so my mum's birthday card, and that's because we're doing it this morning in my card class. So we've done 4 beautiful cards already. So the 5th one will be tomorrow at 9 a.m. So make sure you set your clocks for 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, Queensland time, which will be 10 a.m. New South Wales time. I would love to see you come and hang out and craft with me again tomorrow. Don't forget the joining offer. Don't forget, when you shop with Sale-A-Bration, for every $100 you earn a free Sale-A-Bration item. Thanks, everyone, and I will see